with two conference rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy.
Now look at the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Moran from deep. Stolen bunches. His average stands at just about 29.5 points a game. Last touch by Curry. Well, it was the Memphis Grizzlies winning their last game against the Trailblazers.
Well, if Steph Curry works as hard at golf when he has the time as he did in shooting the basketball, I don't know. He's no slouch on the golf course.
And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Start out controlled from outside. There was a story, Brent, a couple years ago that Steph Curry's best round of golf came during the NBA Finals. Had you heard that?
I did hear that, but I also heard that Andre Iguodala has a major role in how that happened. Andre was taking up his golf game when they were battling the Cavs in 2018. And I think that competitive spirit of Steph's took over. He wanted to take Andre on. And he got out there during the final.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now. Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach.
So you're saying that he's out there. He did not do that. He did not just do that.
Oh, the heat from way downtown, and it goes. That might be the craziest non-buzzer beater I've ever seen. And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, a bit ago, Taylor Jenkins and I were able to chat. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
Thank you, David.
Well, this has been a night where you can look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Curry. And here's Golden State. Looking for their first basket of the game.
Just thinking aloud about the best teams of my lifetime, that 2017 Warriors are way up there. That first year KD was with Golden State. And he has not made one shot in this one. Has to be on his mind every time he's pulling up.
Memphis leading by 3. Now, here's Poole. The game against Oklahoma City.
Talk about finding change in the couch. Look at that. How do you get that?
Aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
And going back and watching that game, there was not one spot on the floor that they did not own.
Back. Jonathan Kuminga. He's checked in for the Warriors. Tyus Jones. He's checked in for the Grizzlies. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. The shot by Thompson, no good. Wiggins against Brooks. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks. And the Warriors making a change here. Looney's checked in. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first. Thompson misses. Memphis with the ball. And here's Jones. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. And he's got his first chance at the line here. And so here's Memphis. He got it up. Doesn't go for him. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Grizzlies out in front, up by one. It's and we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
So with Wiggins sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Dante DiVincenzo, Kevon Looney out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then it's Kerr. And it's Payton in at the small forward. Memphis leading. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And we know the league's cracking down on those dangerous plays that risk a player's health. Why was that less of a focus when you played?
That's a great question. I think it's smarter to approach the game this way. We don't want to have unnecessary injury because of guys maybe just taking it a little too far with the physicality.
Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Curry, another key contributor in that nice win against Oklahoma City. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. Andrew Wiggins, he's checked in for Gary Payton.
Andrew Wiggins.
Grizzlies have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Curry with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far.
Yeah, good job. Just staying alert there, snatching up that long rebound.
No good there. Moran finds Bain. A half-court bomb falls off target. The Warriors trail. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Let's take a look at the numbers for Ja Morant.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Conchar comes in for Dylan Brooks. And it's Kennard in for Bain. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Here now, the 2K leaderboard, showing us the best passing teams in the NBA over the course of the last month. The Warriors, #1.
And what stands out during this recent stretch is just how well they pass the basketball. I mean, this is a club that has become really unselfish.
Now Curry. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. We saw Andrew Wiggins take a big step forward when he went to Golden State in 2020.
A lot of people think that's a subtle change, but I actually think it's a lot bigger. When you get a player of Andrew Wiggins' caliber who is born just some of the shot selection and how offensively he's staying engaged, that's a big difference both physically and mentally. It's been a big uptick for him along with his defensive presence.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Western Conference standings. As you look at Memphis, right now they've acquired the second-best record in the conference. And, of course, the Golden State Warriors, 3 spots below.
And for the Grizzlies, with the regular season they've enjoyed, it has to be wondered at this point if they're the team to beat this postseason.
Now here's Curry. .124 left in the second quarter. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And the Warriors with some changes. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Kevon Looney. Klay Thompson comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. And Poole subbed in for Curry. And Memphis also making a switch. Jackson's checked in. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Draymond Green. Some impressive plays from him over the last month. He's right around 9 points a night, 7 assists and 6 rebounds. And every team needs a good backup big to spell the starters, and that's what he brings to the table.
The role consists of rebounding, setting screens, protecting the rim. Anything else he gives you is found change in the couch.
Wiggins surveying the floor. Pass to Poole. From deep. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And here's Wiggins. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Poole. Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. So it's the Grizzlies now. No points yet here. In the second quarter for them. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Poole. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
Checking in for the Grizzlies, Dillon Brooks. Desmond Bane.
We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the half. Good if it goes. The shot missing. And a close game so far for the 5. Thank you, David. Folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number.
And we thank you for joining us at halftime. The Golden State Warriors are in a...
They've taken care of the ball. They're making smart decisions.
And now as the... And that concludes...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Memphis with the ball. It's a 1-point game. And following this one. They'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Then there's Jaren Jackson. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Tillman in at the 5 spot. Wiggins passes to Thompson. Curry with it. No points in the game yet for him.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
That one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Grizzlies.
And a shot they haven't been looking for very much is that corner 3. And when they have, Lee's been quick to kind of close out and deny it, and they've had to get their points from elsewhere. And that's one way to end up in the highlights.
Yeah, well, the bloopers, right?
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Jaren Jackson. He's around 18 points per game, almost 3 blocks and 6 rebounds. And you talk about a difference maker. He's a factor inside with his length and activity.
When you look at bigs, you talk to them about 2 key components: protect the rim and pound the glass. And intimidation, that helps too.
And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Since the All-Star break, these guys have been on fire. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, these are your second half scoring leaders. 5th is Stephen Curry.
He is making his mark in a big way and with big points. You love to see guys get better the later in the season we get.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Curry. Since the break, he's been simply stellar. 5th in scoring and tremendous confidence and consistency at the foul line. He ranks among the top 15 in free throw percentage.
And as you said, one of the NBA's most potent scorers. Always up to the challenge. His top 5 ranking has him right there with the elite. Right around a minute and a half played here in the 3rd quarter. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Aldama's checked in. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds that time. The Warriors trailing. Wiggins kicks to Poole. That ball. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Poole's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Warriors. The 3 from Morant drills the 3-pointer.
He can be just lethal from the perimeter. Even though he didn't get good looks in the first quarter, will that make right there? That could change things.
For Memphis, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime.
And looking at how these two teams play, it should be a physical one tonight, Grant, particularly on the glass.
Yeah, bring your hard hat. This is going to be a physical game indeed. Both sides are used to generating extra possessions with their rebounding. So I'm curious to see which club wins that battle.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Xavier Tillman is out there with Jackson, and it's Morant in at the point. Now here's Jackson. And here's Morant. Here's Curry. And that's going to be a turnover. They call it for the 8 seconds. Morant with it. A reliable go-to guy for them. He's averaging around 26.5 a game. From deep. And it's Morant again missing.
Oh my God, they can't buy one. 0 for 4. Sometimes this happens.
Yeah, you know, after a couple down years with key players injured, it's safe to say the Golden State Warriors are back.
Thompson fires from way outside. Not going to go that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Coming off a win against the Blazers.
And at the offensive end, they were lights out in that game. They found all sorts of ways to punish the D.
You know, I love what the coaches did tonight. They pushed the right buttons time and time again.
The Warriors are back to contending for championships.
Yes, they are. A testament to their perseverance and belief in themselves. They knew once they got healthy, they would be a threat. And they've been a fun team to watch as they get back to form.
Now here's Morant. What a tremendous game he played against Portland. Tillman in the post. Hounded by Wiggins. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will have it. The Warriors have gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts.
Just brutal. I mean, 5 straight misses to begin the game.
Morant, no good.
He's been off this whole period. Unable to sustain any kind of consistency. This is not his quarter. He needs to give up some touches and recalibrate.
Now here's Morant. It's offline from half court.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in.
In the 2021-22 season, we saw Ja Morant go from a star to a bona fide superstar, averaging over 27 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds.
Now Curry turned in an outstanding game against Oklahoma City. The half-court heave is off target. 1:05 left in the opening quarter. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. Time called here. The Warriors decide to talk it over. And some changes here for the Warriors. Looney comes in for Andrew Wiggins. And it's DiVincenzo in for Stephen Curry. And Memphis also making a switch. Jones is checked in. A few unsuccessful trips in a row here, and we're still knotted up. That one no good. From deep three-point range. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Grizzlies. As we near the postseason, let's see where the West is shaken out. You look at the Grizzlies with great effort over a long season. They're second in the conference. And of course the Warriors 3 spots down.
Well, I think for Golden State, we'll see if they can up the ante down the stretch. They still have a lot of work to do in order to rise to the top.
I agree. As good as they've been, they do seem like they're missing that true killer instinct that sets the great teams apart from the good ones.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Poole. And the Warriors making a switch here. Kuminga's checked in. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will have it.
Checking in for the Grizzlies, Santi Aldama.
And here are the Warriors now, searching for their first point for the game.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Now here's Brooks.
Great effort to track down the long rebound.
And there's the horn, the end of the first. Not much offense so far. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere.
The Grizzlies.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen here from the Warriors, what's your take so far?
Well, you have to imagine they're feeling pretty confident the way things have gone.
They've got to be satisfied so far. They look cohesive to begin this game.
On the court for the Grizzlies. Moran and Bane in the backcourt together. Then it's Xavier Tillman. Then it's Dylan Brooks. And it's Aldama in at the power forward position. And here are the Warriors now. When this one's in the books, they'll be off to Sacramento, taking on the Kings. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time. Conchar, he's checked in for Memphis. Kennard comes in for Desmond Bane. And the Grizzlies with possession here. Here's Conchar. He's averaging almost 5 points a game. Pass to Moran. Here's Golden State.
And after winning MVP honors in 2015, Steph Curry was even better in 2016, taking home another MVP award, going back-to-back.
Now here's Wiggins. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for Ja Morant.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
Jackson, he's checked in for Aldama. Curry's shot is off. And that 2016 MVP year for Curry, Grant, one of the best regular seasons ever.
Oh, so true, B.A. Think about this. The Warriors winning an NBA record 73 games. Steph shattering the three-pointers made record, over 400 for the season. Also leading the league in steals. Steph in 15-16, something else, guys. They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game. I have no clue why he pulled up from there. At this point in the game, it just doesn't make any sense.
You know what we call this play? A dumb play all the way around, especially at this particular time.
And out of bounds, the Warriors will take it. Timeout call. The Warriors. And the Warriors make some changes. Green's checked in for Green. And it's Poole in for Curry. 1:52 left in the first half. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Poole. And if you're looking for proficiency in scoring over the last month, look no further than this group. Number 5 is Xavier Tillman.
One of the hottest players in the league. He's been really sharp from the field recently.
And that misses. That would have put him up. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. And with the Memphis Grizzlies, they felt like an underdog for as long as they've been around.
It seems to fuel each and every guy that plays here. BA, they want to prove the doubters wrong. It's something that has really brought this group together.
Looney's checked in for the Warriors. Klay Thompson comes in for Kuminga. The Grizzlies also with a sub. Jones is checked in. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Warriors. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Brooks, he's checked in for Conchar. And Williams is subbed in for Kennard. .116 left in the first half. And here are the Warriors now. They come into this one having outplayed the Thunder in their last game.
Yeah, and that one came down to their rebounding. There was a big gap between the two teams there.
And you know this, what you do on the backboard may not completely win or lose a game, but it can tip the scale in one team's favor.
Jones misses. And here are the Warriors now. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Poole. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Looney. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Poole shot is off. And to call this a dry spell is putting it mildly.
And neither team able to get anything going. We've seen some capable defensive play.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Grizzlies.
Checking in for the Grizzlies.
17 seconds left to play in the second quarter.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
Now into the lineup for your Warriors, Gary
He got it up. That shot off the mark. It's a tie game in San Francisco. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
And looking at the Kings matchup, this one.
Turning our attention to that first half for the Grizzlies. They find themselves. Thanks for tuning in. Now.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. You know, for most players, being a starter has value. But Grant, some elite teams have been elevated by great players who have accepted a reserve role.
And it's really special, BA, when you have that. Players who are willing to sacrifice for the greater good of the team. Winning first at all costs. And you think about it, through the years, Manu Ginobili with the Spurs, Andre Iguodala in Golden State, it really can galvanize a team and lead to winning championships.
All three shooters are out there. The splash triplets, Curry, Klay, and Poole. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Draymond Green. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half. Golden State with the ball. Thompson left side. Poole outside. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for Jaren Jackson.
and he's been on a roll during these last few months. Getting better in terms of scoring the ball and proving to be a key part of this team as we move farther along in the season.
Morant with it. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. And watching Draymond Green play, Grant, he's the quarterback on both ends.
I love that, B.A. Defensively, constantly calling out instructions on how to switch, keeping everyone organized. And offensively, Green is an incredible passer, sees guys get open before they do.
Missed 4 straight shots now. At one point, do you have to call a timeout and regroup?
And some organizations, RJ, unfortunately, no, they'll have to make big changes in the offseason. So, with that being said, what's it like for players on those teams at this stage of the season?
For a lot of people, there's an understanding that this is now a job. You're not out here playing for fun. You're out here proving your value to other teams, to other coaches. And don't forget, the coaches, sometimes they're the first ones to go.
Now we'll look at Memphis's starting group. The wingmen are Bane and Brooks. And there's Jackson. Then it's Morant. And it's Tillman in at the 5 spot. Now here's Curry. And the points coming for him in big bunches. His average stands at just about 29.5 points a game. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against Oklahoma City. Well, RJ, you played against Draymond Green. Do you agree with him when he calls himself the best defender in NBA history?
Of course not. He's not the best, but he's worked his way near the top. I'll give my guy that. And look, he's a defensive player of the year, and he has been in consideration multiple other years. It's his versatility that gives him such a boost on that other end of the floor.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Well, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Tillman in at the center position. And here are the Grizzlies. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside. It's offline from half court. From deep. And another miss by Memphis. The Warriors have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Brent, during his first year and a half in the league, Jordan Poole really struggled.
It seems so long ago, but go back to that 2021 G League bubble time and those 22 points a game that Jordan Poole was pouring in. I think that was just such a shot of confidence into Jordan Poole's game, and since then we've just seen a vastly improved, more confident player.
Tries to keep it alive. And out of bounds. The Warriors will take it. And here's Curry. Turned in an outstanding game against Oklahoma City. From deep three-point range. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. The half-court heave is off target.
Well, he's just really struggling right now. With everything he's throwing up, nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. They come into this one having outplayed the Thunder in their last game.
And at the offensive end, they were lights out in that game. They found all sorts of ways to punish the D.
Yeah, I love watching that game, and in particular their demeanor in their destruction in that game. After a couple of injury-plagued seasons where they missed the playoffs, the Warriors have returned to their winning ways, and just how impressive is that thing?
Out of bounds. It'll be Warriors ball. Time called here. The Warriors decide to talk it over. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. To the middle. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Morant against Curry. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. And now let's check out some of the point guards who have been lighting up the scoreboard. The fourth spot held by Ja Morant.
And this group of guys not only score at will, but to create for others. They're the complete package.
Well, he is the modern point guard defined. Players who aren't just out there to direct traffic and keep the ball moving, but guys who can lead the entire offense at times by themselves. Just tremendous scores.
And the Warriors making a change here. DiVincenzo's checked in. Jones, he's checked in for Memphis. And it's Brooks missing. Right, and getting Klay Thompson back has been a major factor for their renewed success.
There's no doubt how vital Klay is to this team, but you got to give credit to their overall depth. I don't think Klay was fully healthy last year at any point, so he's coming in stronger. This roster still feels like strength in numbers is in effect.
I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe settling a score with...
Oh my! What a shot! That was from way downtown.
BA, that was from out of town. I mean, how do you stop that?
Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball. Looney's checked in for the Warriors. Kuminga comes in for Poole. Memphis leading. .51 seconds left in the first. Thompson, no good. Now Jones. He's giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Thompson, no good. Jones with the ball.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
.23 seconds left now in the first quarter. And so the ball out of bounds. Jones touched it last. Payton's checked in for Klay Thompson. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball.
Memphis basketball.
And so the ball out of bounds. Jones touched it last.
Grizzlies South, Santi Aldama.
Out of bounds. It'll be Grizzlies ball. And so the ball out of bounds. Jones touched it last. It'll count. He can't. Hit that time. And so that's the end of the first quarter. And offensively, pretty stagnant. Grizzlies out in front. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
Well, it's simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
They've got Gary Payton II. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Draymond Green. Then it's Kuminga, and it's Curry in it to one. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down. Okay? And he has not made one shot in this one. Has to be on his mind every time he's pulling up.
Some of it's good defense, and some of it's just poor shot selection. Either way, he's being shut out.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Grizzlies. And the league has redefined the rules a bit regarding the gather step. Players getting more leeway. What do you think about that?
Well, I think guys BA are getting a little more creative in practicing that. I mean, they will adjust to the rule. That is one thing we've seen through the years with NBA players. And so in the offseason, if you can find a way to take advantage of a half a step more in order to gain advantage on a defender, I'm all for it until they change the rule back.
His struggles this quarter are self-evident, and the team just continues to suffer for it.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. And while we have a chance, the 2K leaderboard showing the NBA's best when it comes to steals. In third, the Grizzlies.
This team will punish you for sloppy ball control, no question. They've got a lot of fast-handed guys just waiting to take advantage.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Jackson is checked in. No! They're unable to get the tying basket there. Now here's Curry. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. From deep. Oh, did he? He did! Wow.
Okay, what was that? I have no clue how he hit it.
Out of bounds. It'll be Warriors ball. And here are the Warriors now. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. When this one's in the books, they'll be off to Sacramento, taking on the Kings. That'll be the first leg of just a two-game trip for them.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Well, Brett, not many players love the grind of the game like Stephen Curry.
Well, when you get to a point, BA, where you're practicing and you only count the makes if it's a swish, and you count it as a miss when you hit the rim, attention to detail like that gives you all-time greats like Steph Curry.
Green's checked in for Draymond Green. basketball. And it's Morant missing. And the Warriors with possession. He did! Wow!
How did he do that?
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. Let's take a look at the numbers for Ja Morant. Looney's checked in for the Warriors. The Grizzlies also with a sub. Jones is checked in. The Warriors leading. A minute 22 left in the second.
A struggle for him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, he can just chalk this up as one of those nights.
Timeout called. Memphis. And the Warriors make some changes. DiVincenzo comes in for Wiggins, and it's Poole in for Stephen Curry. The Grizzlies also with a sub. Ja Morant. He's checked in for Jones.
A bit shocking that he has not registered one made field goal in the quarter, guys.
Here's Green. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Poole shot is off. Out of bounds. It'll be Warriors ball. It's the 2K leaderboard featuring this month's field goal percentage leaders. Number 5 is Xavier Tillman.
One of the hottest players in the league. He's been really sharp from the field recently.
Memphis trailing here. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Poole. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Brooks comes in for Conchar. And it's Bane in for Kennard.
His shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
And here's Morant. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
A donut for him this quarter. They could really use his points to improve their situation.
And the Warriors get it back. Looney passes to Poole. From deep three-point range. And it goes!
Baby. They got that one.
Gets it. Wow!
That's before the buzzer right there.
Unreal. A bomb at the buzzer whips the crowd into a frenzy right at the stroke of halftime.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 6-point lead at the...
Thank you. A huge reason they're up. Offensive rebounding.
And now as the season... And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining.
And if you're just... joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far.
I have some traps because I need some traps. Logan. Hold on, Kevin. So what, Gil? Like, do you have any traps inside the roll? Because I need some. What you said?
I probably do, but I'm probably gonna need them if I ever do play again. Yes, Gio.
I've asked him before. He already said no.
Bro. Joe, why you saying no?
Too much time getting it
When
up
you don't even play that game anymore.
What?
We're gonna play Fortnite.
Here's Thompson.
Why do you say no to him for some taps?
That's their biggest margin.
Why?
Right
You
side
never
Curry.
play Save the World in the year.
I don't have to give him any.
From deep.
I'm not saying you have to, but you're trying to be a jackass.
With a rebound.
Just saying I don't
Got his
want.
8th rebound here tonight. And the Jackson's just the latest father-son.
How is me not giving him? But I'm just not giving him they're my traps.
Okay. I'm just saying that. Me and my personal.
And plus, I might just. I might just go back playing it. I don't know.
You know, me K-Bands. That's
might be time for the coaching staff to bust out a play.
And plus, I might go back to playing.
4 for 4 to start the half.
Mike.
I have no clue why he
This is
pulled
a
out.
low chance because he don't play nothing but
Just doesn't
2K.
make any sense.
Yeah,
24/7.
The bloopers, right?
I'm on spring break anyway.
It'll be Warriors ball.
I do not good
And we got a
one.
quick moment to take a look at the
When do you
long-term
get
rebounding
forward?
numbers over several seasons for Kevon Looney.
On the board, he's had a much bigger
I'm gonna call
impact these last
Kanye.
few years than he did.
Logan, when do you get on spring break?
Add on now to make a
I
difference
will
with
tell
his
you,
rebounding.
but
That's a product of how hard he's worked down low.
Oh, you're already on it?
Get your white booty on. Okay.
Thomas checked in for Memphis.
Don't.
Jones comes in for Morant.
Don't
I
like.
can play Roblox now, so just
90
know when you're
seconds
done.
into the second half now.
How do you guys play Roblox?
Colin.
Bounce. They say it was
Because
last
I
touch by
have
Brooks.
good games.
Now a
I have
timeout called
fun.
by Golden State.
Then what do you even play?
His first playoffs, Dylan Brooks proved he was a big game player.
No, what do you play in
In his
Roblox?
playoff debut, an upset win over
Bloxburg?
The Warriors have gotten off to a rough start.
I
Now 0 for 5 in the
for
second.
unless you spend thousands
And
of
the
dollars.
Warriors get it back.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here.
So
He's
many
getting every
fucking stories.
offensive rebound.
And a
Me
deep
helping
three
the
from
top
Curry.
has increased
Shot
over
clock at
spring break because that's all people have to can do in spring break time.
5. The rebound.
Yeah, but
Talking about Dylan Brooks.
I got a 17 kill win on a ring today, Logan.
Yeah, BA. I mean, the Grizzlies making the playoffs, winning 2 games.
I can look.
Standing in a win. at
Honestly,
Golden
I'm
State.
probably
Locking
a
down the
PC is
Warriors
gonna take
on
forever, so I'm probably just gonna get like everything else stuff except the monitor. I'm probably gonna get the PC and the monitor.
I don't know why
because
my
the
freaking
mono-
headset
the
stopped
monitor
working.
helped me go to 120, but it won't. My
Not quite
platform, my
2.5 minutes
PlayStation, is
played
not
here
giving
in
me
the
a
second
good
half.
PC.
Out of
I know
bounds.
that.
Will go to the Warriors. And a new group
So I'm
getting
probably
ready
gonna
for
get
the
like a
Warriors.
mouse pad,
Looney's
keyboard,
checked
and
in for
mouse,
Green.
and just
Iguodala
connect it to
comes
my
in for
No, you can get
So
your PlayStation can go to
Klay
220.
Thompson. And it's DiVincenzo in for Poole.
Yeah, 220,
Conchar,
yeah,
he's checked in for Memphis.
And if it did,
Williams
why ain't yours on it since he said you had a
comes in for
keyboard?
Desmond
So I
Bane.
don't. No, I got
They've
120
been
for it.
having major problems offensively.
Definitely.
I thought you said you had 240.
I have a 2.
And it goes out of
240.
I won.
We know,
Last
Cam,
touch
you
by Williams.
Did I say I had a 240?
Just over 2.5 minutes
I
going by
just
in the second
noticed I
half.
had 2,400 arena points. The reason I thought I had like 40 away from 2,000, but
And let's look at the Western Conference
Oh, what kind
standings as the
of monitor
playoffs
you
approach.
have?
You look at Memphis with the playoffs
This
fast
is
approaching.
Samsung
They are
monitor.
well positioned at second place in the
I think I
conference.
have a O and N.
And checking out the Warriors, down a few spots.
You know, for Memphis,
yeah, but
their
probably,
fans were expecting a lot
I
from
don't
this
know.
team this
I'm
year,
probably gonna
and
play
they
Roblox.
haven't disappointed them.
What hurt is yours?
Terrific season,
60
and they're
hurt?
far from done yet
100,
heading into
like
the
60.
playoffs.
Peyton's checked in for the
60.
Warriors.
So that's why you run
How
all
much
this.
money? If I had at least 120 minutes monitor already, I would not be
Grizzlies with
buying
possession here.
240.
They're
I'm only
scoreless
buying
since the
240
first
because
half.
it's not that much more money.
And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the
If I already
Pelicans
have
at Smoothie
like
King
a
Center
120
in New
plus like
Orleans.
yours, I'm not
That'll be
buying
the
it.
second of 4 games total on the road for them.
Why wouldn't you buy 240?
Good awareness and
Because I already
range
have
to
a
get out there for the
120,
rebound.
and 120 is good enough for me, but
So the ball
if I don't already have a
out of bounds.
120,
Jones touched
a
it
120
last.
and a 240 isn't much of a price difference.
But 240 is better.
It's like an extra 50 bucks. Yeah, but I'm not
43
spending like
seconds
an
left in the
extra
third.
What mouse?
$100-something just for like a freaking 100 more frames.
Logan?
When 120 is good enough for performance. Wait, what?
What mouse do you have?
Memphis trailing here.
Something wrong with it. I got. Yeah, I found this like $100 mouse. That is not Vazel, or it's like actually it's like 6.
Why don't I look up what's the best mouse to have?
But it's like some famous mouse that's good for gaming.
The best mouse they have is a Logitech, in my opinion.
Because you guys are just taking guesses. So can I just look up?
Look up what?
Like what is the best mouse brand?
You never tried it.
Like,
you just talking about them.
I know, but so you guys
I
could
really
get.
give zero fucks which is the best mouse.
Everyone knows you give zero tricks for everything.
Ooh, so what I'm dropping on that. I do not know. I'm probably gonna die. Ooh, shotgun. Oh my god, lag. I'm on 40. I'm on 40 FPS. I'm dead. Oh my god, I got freaking jumped.
Okay, so the best mouse is the Logitech MX Master 3S. So Logitech is the best.
There's no really best mouse.
Well, just that.
People play better on different mouses.
It's what you like. Yeah. Google isn't.
It's what fits you the most.
Razer is a really
just
good
because
mouse.
the mouse has 800. Yeah, Razer is one of the best gaming companies because they have. Everyone uses Razer. Like I have a Razer.
But Razer is really expensive.
Like, I don't really like it.
Oh, the Razer keyboards are really nice.
Jump up to the top. Wait until
you guys have to say the Razer keyboards
so it
are
looks
really
like you're
nice.
leaving. Well, actually, no, man, just pushing. I'm pretty sure he might be like that.
You guys have to say the Razer.
Walk up, crouch walk all the way up to the top. Keep doing the sword if he's not up there, and then he'll say you left. And then he'll come get his card and start rebooting. And then while he's rebooting, you can jump him.
The Razer mouses look cool.
Something smart, if it will. Cause I know me, I'm gonna be accidentally pressing every button and just. I bought like $60 worth of.
They just look really cool.
You just look at one Razer mouse and you say it's the best looking. Just look at the other mouse. I mean, yeah,
I've seen a lot.
Companies, like other famous companies, yeah, those are ugly. Razer's like the only good, like, is a good looking famous company, but like the companies or mouses that aren't famous, like, not made from this big company, they might be better than Razer, just not many people care. Like I know there's one type of mouse that I got. What I'm getting because I think that is what I like the best.
Wait, what one is it again?
I have no clue. I sent it to your mom, so just go look to it. I think at least I sent it to her. I don't even know.
Well, you did.
I'm pretty sure I sent everything. Yeah.
My mom's downstairs and she's probably using her phone because she uses it all day. If she's not working, she uses
have a phone. But...
Oh yeah, I get a phone next year.
Oh, I thought you were using your mom.